Hi, Wendy.
Hello, Barbara.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. And my family and everyone I know as well. And we feel very blessed by that. How about you?
Yes, same here.
Oh, good.
So we are lucky.
Yes, we are lucky.
Well, it's great to connect with you and talk with you and share this with the Minnesota Jewish Theater Company audiences. You know, when you came, when we first met, Minnesota Jewish Theater Company produced the world premiere of We Are the Levinsons. And that show got the 2017 Broadway
Broadway World Awards.
here we go. That show got the 2017 Broadway World Regional Best Play and Best Ensemble in a Play Awards. And
Yes.
then you wrote that coming to the Twin Cities was like a love fest. Talk about that.
Well, Barbara, first I fell in love with you.
Thank you. Oh, and
Oh,
my fortune.
oh, please. Well, first of all, for any creative person to feel seen and appreciated, and then to actually find someone who has the courage to produce your new work is very, very special. So you are my beloved forever. And then I got to meet the theater itself and your theater family and our family, the Levinson family, the cast, the crew, who you assembled and who were all sublime. And to this day, I'm, in touch with Robert and Nancy and Melinda, who are such extraordinary, all great talents. And then, well, hi, Gracie. Excuse my cat, her name's Gracie Allen, and there's no stopping her. She's a force of nature. Gracie, you might want to go in the other room and visit your dad, your human dad. Anyway, writers and their cats. So the Lovefest, Barbara, it began with you, and then it became this extraordinary experience with our theater family. And then because I was there for about a month in total, and I had family and friends come, we all got to experience the Twin Cities and the extraordinary theater of the Twin Cities. So, I mean, I felt like I was in heaven. Like there's more theaters there than there are Starbucks. So, and I just everything about it. I was there. I saw the seasons change, and to see Mother Earth wake up is something I don't get to do in Santa Barbara because she's always awake here. So, so yes, a love fest, and really a love fest for the mission of your theater.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
Yeah.
We're so glad to have you a part of our family, the Minnesota Jewish Theater Company family. Prior to writing for the stage, you did a lot of work on the screen. I know that you began your work in TV as a story editor for Mork Mindy, and then you were an executive story editor for the TV show 9 to 5, and then following that, you had your own show, Anything But Love with Jamie Lee Curtis and Richard Lewis. And I read that you said that one of the things you were most proud about with Anything But Love was that you got to put a Jewish romantic lead on the stage or on the screen.
On the screen.
Why was that so meaningful for you?
Well, that was important for me because I grew up without having many examples of Jewish characters on the big screen or the little screen or the stage. And it became a mission for me in my work to tell stories that had Jewish characters, because I feel that whether it's a Jewish character or any minority, as a kid, when you're growing up and you don't see yourself represented, it's very isolating. And what I connect that to also is intolerance, is that if people don't have the opportunity to experience the beautiful feast of humanity, the spectrum of humanity. It's very easy to be intolerant, that we have different cultures and we have different religions and we have different genders and colors. And so I felt that was important to me, that I would tell stories with Jewish characters. And I'm lucky to have such a mission, and I feel so supported in that mission now. It wasn't so easy then with Anything But Love. That was kind of a breakthrough, and it's become so much better. I mean, my God, you know, the world has Seinfeld now. And Larry David, bless his heart, and Mrs. Maisel. So in the days when I was starting out, it was, where are we?
Not only that,
where are
I think as a writer, as a woman, that was somewhat unusual, wasn't it?
To be a showrunner, to create a show?
Yes.
It was more unusual then. Yes, it was more unusual then. And I'm so happy to say that has evolved. And it's thrilling now to see the diversity, not just women, but oh my God, you know, so many cultures are being explored because of the multiple channels we have now.
Right.
So, very different times. I'm happy to have done what I could do, and now I just celebrate. I celebrate the freedom of it.
One of the things that's so important about the arts is that we can provide opportunities for people to grow, to learn and grow, and have a broader worldview. Yes,
that's critical, and that's so important for kids. I mean, as we know, and that's part of, I was fortunate enough and honored enough to have been commissioned to write a Holocaust play by Ralph Moranto at JCC Center Stage in Rochester. And that play is about, teaching history to young hearts and minds. And
right.
So that the story is remembered, but also related to try to make it relevant and resonant to kids today.
And sadly, there is a lot of relevance.
It's sadly relevant.
Yeah, what's going on around the world. I know that you have felt that your parents really instilled a lot of joy and humor and laughter in your life.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, I was blessed. And my brother as well. It's really, I didn't have, maybe on some level I made the choice to come in through them, but all I can tell you is I got really lucky, and I had parents and a brother who were, really interested in who I was and in my thoughts and in my take, and very, very supportive when I started to show creativity of, okay, that you do that. They didn't try to push me something that was foreign to me. They were trying to encourage me to evolve on the path I think I was meant to take. So they're with me. In fact, they're with me. They are always with me. And I always hear my mother. Right now, my mother is saying, you could have brushed your hair a little better, Wendy. So. But
I know that you also learned a lot about humor from them.
Oh my God, we laugh through life. We laugh. What I was taught was to laugh at self, to laugh at life, that obstacles were opportunities. And, we didn't spend a lot of time on the pity pot in my family. It was more about, this is what we're dealing with. Let's make the best of it. And what can we learn from it? So, all those early lessons, and we are today. I mean, I feel very fortunate that, I was raised with that skill set. to survive. We are the Levinsons and we survive. That's the motto of that play. And,
right.
And that play, Barbara, do you still have your mug?
Look what I brought.
Well, that play is so in my heart, and I think about it every day because this is my coffee mug, and I never stop drinking coffee. But that spirit of we are the Levinsons and we survive is in essence my mother. So it could also have been titled "We Are the Levinsons and We Laugh," or "We Survive Through Laughter." So yes, thank you for mentioning my parents. I love to talk about them.
I know that you've also wrote a film that you had, Dorfman in Love, and so you've really done work in a lot of different media and styles. Can you talk a little bit about the differences?
Yes. Oh, between film, stage, and television.
Yeah.
Sure. They are very different mediums, and the process of producing within them is very different. And of course, each project is different. In a general sense, I would say that what I do is I ask myself, if I have an idea, where will this be best expressed? Which medium? The writer in television and in film can often be easily replaced. I've been in the theater because the playwright, it begins with the words, and the words can't change without the permission of the playwright.
Right.
So my experience in the theater has been delicious. It's just
and the energy, I would imagine, is so different as well as an audience member. But I would imagine, I'm not a writer, but I'd imagine that knowing that there is a different energy taking place. I mean, live theater, there's nothing like it.
There's nothing like it. And I can tell you that I've had the privilege of producing television that was viewed by millions of people, but it was never as satisfying as sitting in a 99-seat theater with an audience watching my work, because that's the connection, the human connection that I crave. And it's also another component with all this, not just creative freedom, is where can I best learn? Because I consider myself a student, and I keep learning in the theater. I've had great teachers in the theater. You've been a teacher. Robert Dorfman has been a teacher. Eddie Caulfield at the the New Jewish Theater in St. Louis is becoming a teacher. Ralph Maranta, oh my God, supporter, champion teacher. And then I have a beloved theater in Los Angeles with extraordinary teachers, Gear Grossman and Tony Abadamargo. So, that's a difference for me in mediums, is where can I learn? And that's exciting, because I do think that if we stay curious, we stay young.
One of the things that I think is so wonderful about you, Wendy, is that you're always open and eager to collaborate and move forward together. You have
it's joyful.
You have
it's joyful. I think that because I've been at this so long, I have a pretty good tuning fork now for who to trust. So, and I'm in a position where I select what I want to do. Thank God I don't have to take a job where I'm working with people that I don't trust or I don't respect. I'm in a position now where it's all, it's all mishpucha and it's all blessing. So, and it's just a beautiful, for anyone out there who shares, who co-creates, who's a creative, it is such a beautiful experience to work with others and to see an idea grow because of that collaboration. There's compromise, which you don't want, because that lessens the vision. But when it's collaborative, it's beautiful. It's magical.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too, sweetie. Bye-bye.